A little secret safe with me. Oh, little secret. You and me for just one night. So please, baby, let's do it right. Oh, I'm gonna keep it. And I know your lips still tight, but not tighter than the grip that I feel tonight. So from a step in the place, you say, oh, me no text, you say, oh, me no call you. Say me just a go on like me no bother want you. Baby no go on with the one bag of drama. You know say me nah give me love to another. See it say you vex and you want big fight. Babes are the sex so me want ignite. Maybe we argue after round 5 and see if you feel the same way inside. If I want you pre don't bother me, cause stress and pain is a bad habit. First to the face of the voice, and I don't know, say a kogency, but kogency reacts channel. And today we have a puncher video. You know how long we don't react to some puncher? I don't even know how long. Probably more than a year now. You know? To the point where his channel is at 456k subs. But I remember reacting to puncher when he was on like 50k, 60k. No, oh my god, bro, we can't even talk to puncher anymore. We can't even now. We just have to be like one of the regular millions of people that's watching and reacting at this point. Cause bro, gone clear like man clear. I love it though. Shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? He's been putting in the work. I remember when it was like a lot of drill related, you know what I'm saying, cases he was reviewing back in the day, like rappers and just regular street stuff. Like, him gone worldwide, man. Big up puncher, 100%. But still, before we jump into it, we have this death squad is hunting down drug dealers in broad daylight. Yeah, bro, we're fully on this criminal underworld gang business reaction today, bro. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? If you watch the previous uploads, you know what I'm talking about. So, before we jump into it, let's hit a like on this video. We're already subscribed to puncher. I told you, bro, we've been subscribed to puncher, bro. Long time, you know? But subscribe to my channel, though. You understand? So hopefully, I can maybe hit even a 10k. You know what I'm saying? If I hit 457k subs, bro, don't trust me. That would be a dream come true. But no, probably, I don't want to say nothing. But still, let's take it baby steps. So for now, we're going to 5k. You understand? 5k first. So hit the like button, jump in the comments, and subscribe. Subscribe to me. And let's jump into the video, man.
As the Manchester derby was underway on the 2nd of October 2022,
that shot ain't going
Sean
in.
Fox, along with his uncle and 2 children, attended the local Donegan Celtic FC social club in West Belfast to enjoy the game. With such a big fixture ahead and Eric Ten Hag's side in form coming off a 4-game win streak, the public were ready to see if Manchester United could tackle arguably the best team in the league. Their once noisy neighbours turned powerhouse, Manchester City. What no one was expecting though, or at least the hundreds of people in attendance other than Sean Fox and his close relatives, was what was about to happen at 2:30 p.m.
Alright, October 8th, Donegal Celtic and Sports and Social Club. Okay, 2 guys in a hoodie look like they're covering their face. Yep.
The men on your screen right now are currently unidentified. It's believed that they are connected to at least 2 dissident groups in Ireland. They've got one goal and one goal only: to take Sean Fox out, even if that means in front of hundreds of witnesses, including his own children.
Dissident Republicans, renegade Republicans, anti-agreement Republicans, and anti-ceasefire Republicans are Irish Republicans who do not support the current peace agreement in Northern Ireland. Okay, so they don't want peace. Alright, that's why they're out there shooting people. These agreements follow a 30-year conflict known as the Troubles, which has claimed over 3,500 lives. During the conflict, Republican paramilitary groups such as the Provisional Irish Republican Army waged a campaign to bring about a united Irish Republic. I've heard about this, the United Irish Republic. Peace negotiations in 1990 led to an IRA ceasefire in 1994. And to the Good Day Friday Agreement of 1998. So they don't want this. Who doesn't want peace? Let's continue.
Children in a packed out social club.
Fully on smoke. My God.
The two men dressed in casual clothing had walked into the social club and fired 20 bullets into Sean Fox directly. The ordeal was over in 21 seconds. No one was
into Sean Fox directly. Like no shots hitting any civilians, no shots hitting the windows, like all 21 went into Sean. Alright, sorry.
hit in the crossfire, although some, including his children, who were sitting next to him, were narrowly missed. When emergency services arrived at the scene, they were greeted by first responders.
Alright, yeah, okay, not all 21 went into him, but you know, they were directly at him.
Were off duty at the social club enjoying the day. They had already been at Sean's side, trying to help him survive. Despite their efforts, he would go on to be pronounced dead at the scene. His injuries, reports say, were catastrophic. Over this past week or so, police have been investigating the incident.
Wait, hold on, his kids were there as well, you know, and other people's like, that's traumatic. That's, they literally starting a never-ending chain of violence right there, you know. Suppose that kid want revenge now. Oh my God, let's continue.
And have followed a few lines of inquiry, but have more recently spoke out about how they firmly believe that multiple groups of dissident Republicans are responsible for the murder, although the groups in question haven't publicly announced they're responsible. You see, Sean had been made aware by police that his life was in immediate danger. Once back in 2019, the other close to when he was shot dead. The threats to his life came as the result of him allegedly being a part of a group of high-ranking drug dealers known as the Marbella Crew, who have links to the Kinahan cartel. It should be noted though that he posted to Facebook in 2021 publicly distancing himself from any drug dealer allegations. I don't write on Facebook, but enough is enough. I don't sell drugs, I'm not a drug dealer. He would go on to add that he had no need to explain where the money for his flash Mercedes with a personalized number plate came from. My family are fed up with all this shit. Please leave us alone. Go away, get your facts right. Don't spread lies about people. My kids and my family, nor do I need this shit. Low-life scum. Whether he was a part of the Marbella Crew is to be contested, but according to police, that was the reason he was targeted. And the hit was in a similar fashion to the murders of at least 5 other people, all connected in some way to the drugs business. The police say the same groups are responsible for all 6, and the same specific shooters have been used for all hits. If we rewind the clock back to 2018, the 4th of December more specifically, we can trace the first connected incident. At around 3:30 PM, alleged cocaine distributor Jim Donegan, a close friend of Sean Fox, had been sitting in his £80,000 Porsche, waiting to collect his son at the gates of St Mary's Grammar on Glen Road in West Belfast. Leading up to the day in question, reports claim that Jim had refused to increase his protection payments to local dissident gangs who operated in the area, and with that meant one thing: death.
That meant one thing. Like, you're already paying protection fee now, and they want to increase it because they see that you're getting some more money. So they're like, yo, if you're making more money, break off a little bit more for us. You're like, no. So the man say, all right, you already know what's going to happen. What? Bro, just leave it, bro. Do some YouTube or something. Become an influencer or something. Like, this isn't worth it. Gunman what? Gunman lurking and mingling with students. Wow. He has a backpack on. So he looks like just a regular student, doesn't he? Thank you for letting me cross the road. Okay. So we see him walking amongst the road, yeah. I'm looking for a red car. A red Porsche. We see him walking. See him walking. Where is he now? Behind the tree still. I don't see anybody running yet. He's just walking. Alright. He's very, I don't want to say good at his job, you know. I don't want to make it seem like I'm commending him for his job, but he's dedicated though. Like he's fully getting, you know what I'm saying? Integrated into that little social environment right there. Inconspicuous. Some drillers need to take notes. Stop. Why am I saying that? No, don't take notes, man. Stay inside. Go do a song or something. Go listen to a rap song or something. Go make a rap song or something. But the violence will never stop still. I just don't want to play a part in the violence. You know what I mean? Is that him still? Yeah, that's him. Did he just take it out? And take out some? Am I mess with some in ways? And the thing is, nowadays, 2020, after the whole scamdemic, bro, you can just walk around masked up to your brain and no one will question it. Literally. Hat, mask, gloves, hoodie, everything. Oh, the red Porsche, there it is. I guess we're gonna just see him running away soon. That car is speeding off. Who's that guy? Gunman runs from the scene. Okay, so I guess the shots were firing, but this guy is completely still walking like nothing's happening. So how long ago were the shots fired? He's running from the scene though. Oh my God.
Multiple people would go on to be arrested in connection of the murder of Jim Donegan, but the shooter has never officially been charged by police.
What the heck?
Shortly after 10 p.m. on Sunday the 17th...
Wait, so he wasn't even that masked up. He just had on a tam, like a little beanie.
Of May 2020, 57-year-old ex-provisional IRA member Kieran Wiley was gunned down at his home address in Lenadoon, West Belfast, by two hooded gunmen in front of his two daughters. The job, police say, was quick, over within minutes, but has left his daughters with mental scars that they'll carry with them for the rest of their lives. By the time emergency services arrived at the scene, Kieran was pronounced dead after he had been shot in the torso, followed by a shot to the head. 4 years before his death, Kieran had been sidelined by his organisation after police discovered an arms dump on the outskirts of West Belfast. The occupant of the property, Edward Core, had no links to the group but was jailed for 9 months for possessing the stash. When police traced the cash back to Kieran, he told detectives he was threatened at gunpoint by a man who ordered him to store the weapons, which were to be collected within 6 weeks. After this information was given, detectives traced the weapons back to Kieran's organisation. Although there was no solid evidence connecting Kieran to being a police informant at the time, members of his organisation began to doubt him, but what sealed his fate was a court case back in early 2020 that led to his senior figure being jailed. 42-year-old Robert O'Neill had been jailed for 12 months after he was secretly recorded by the MI5 interrogating an alleged drug dealer who the organisation had abducted and were holding in a safe house. He would go on to plead guilty to collecting information likely to be in use to terrorists and assault, with his ties to his organisation made official on record.
This is way too much.
After the court case concluded in January of 2020, the dissident group is understood to have held an internal inquiry into Kieran and identified him as a police informant. In the months leading up to his murder, he had been subjected to the public labelling him a tout. He would ferociously deny the claims that were made against him, even going head-on with his organisation, setting up calls with them to plead his case. However, they were in vain, and as you know, he was murdered in cold blood in front of his daughters. Police believe the shooters involved are the same people involved in the murders of both Sean and Jim. At
My
roughly
God.
12:20 p.m. on June 27th, 2020, 28-year-old Warren Crossen was captured on CCTV being chased by two gunmen close by to his mother's home in Rodney Parade, West Belfast.
Bro, look at that. That's what I mean by fully
The
masked
gunmen
up.
are believed to have been active from about 8:30 a.m. that same day, as they were captured riding bicycles crossing the junction of Falls Road and White Rock Road, not far from the scene of the murder. 40 minutes prior to this, it's thought they had left the Turf Lodge estate ready for the hit. The pair had waited hours for Warren to emerge. When he did, they gave chase, and after the trio reached St. Catherine's Road,
You see what I mean by dedicated? Man, them are out there camping. Don't get me wrong, I've heard, 24 hours, 48 hours, so those couple of hours isn't much, but still, camping out, after a while I get bored and hungry, bro, like, let me go build a spliff or something, like, I'm getting bored of looking for them.
Warren was shot multiple times and died at the scene. Sources told reporters that Warren had been killed as retaliation for his part in setting up the hit on Dublin crime boss Robbie Lawler in Belfast 2 months before his murder. Robbie had been shot dead outside a house on Etna Drive while collecting a drug debt. He had made headlines across the globe in 2020 in relation to the disappearance and murder of 17-year-old Keen Mulready Woods after becoming linked to it. He'd already been connected to multiple murders because his organisation were in wars with rivals, but after Keen's body parts were found scattered across Ireland, the news sent shockwaves throughout the nation. Both Robbie and Warren were loosely connected via associates within the criminal underworld, and an incident which dates back to 2014 might have been the catalyst as to why Warren got involved with the hit on Robbie. At around 4:45 p.m. on Friday the 18th of April 2014, Warren's father Tommy Crossen, leader of the Continuity IRA, was shot dead near the Peter Pan Light Industrial Complex on Springfield Road in Belfast. No one was ever convicted for his murder, but sources say that the shooters were connected to Robbie. Coming full circle then, and back to the murder of Warren, his murder is still unsolved. Police say the shooters responsible are the same people who murdered Jim, Kieran and Sean. Just under a year on from the murder of Warren Crossen, and with the hitmen 3 confirmed bodies underneath their belt at this point, it was time for them to strike again. At around 8 p.m. on February 2nd, 2021, Daniel McClean was sitting in the driver's seat of a red Audi Q2, which had been parked in the driveway of a property on Cliftonville Road, North Belfast. Out of nowhere, a gunman approached and shot him a number of times. Daniel was pronounced dead at the scene.
Shooter running from the scene. That's the thing, that they get out of there, man. Zoom, he's gone. He's out of there. He is out of there. That's the car where he means to drive, okay.
Daniel McClean had spent 5 years in the British Army before switching allegiances and becoming involved with a Republican group. Although in recent years he became detached from this specific organisation following accusations of him being an informant. We can't say for certain what
Bro, what is with, like, they join all of these Republican groups and everybody in the group is just like, one is either they think you're a snitch, or two, most people in there are snitching. Like, either one of them is true, bro. Either you have some snitch paranoia, or people in there are actually snitching and they have to be getting rid of people. There's only one of the two. Either way, like, surely people should just stop joining these groups then, surely.
A specific motive was behind the murder, although it should be noted he was killed while out on bail for firearms charges, so maybe this is why he was a #1 target. Again, that's all just alleged. As of October 2022, Daniel's murder case remains unsolved, but police say the shooter involved is the same person responsible for the murders of Jim, Kieran, Warren and Sean.
My God, that's 4.
Sources say that 31-year-old Mark Hall was planning on leaving his criminal lifestyle behind him, but after the murder of his close friend, Warren Crossen, he sent a warning out to those who had killed him that they were in his crosshairs. Mark's history is hazy, although he had links to multiple criminal organisations and was known for extortion and dabbling in drugs.
Yeah, well, once you're putting out warnings, bro, just stop. Just stop, bro. What we doing? You letting people know? Like, surely the whole point of it is to be, anonymous, inconspicuous, so nobody knows, so you can get away with it. But now you're putting out warnings, so now people know you. So like, oh, you have a problem with what I just did? You think I won't do it to you? Alright, let me show you. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Everybody is more gangster than the next person.
But after the birth of his daughter, he wanted to put his past behind him and live a life away from crime. But on one Thursday night in December, no matter what path Mark wanted to choose, his life would be taken from him.
Mark making his way to his mother's address. See, you're just outside like a regular person, just walking in a back alley. Like, you know what I mean? While you're making warnings to people that, you know, you're in my crosshairs type stuff. You know what I mean? Can't be doing things like that, man. He's walking with who? His son, a woman and his son. His wife and his son, I should say. Or girl. Definitely walking with a female and a small child. Hitman arrived in car disguised as taxi. My God. Yo, these guys, bro, they are different. These guys are different, bro. But surely that's a good amount of time passed still. So is he like, are they going to wait for him to come out of his mother's house? Is that what's going? Well, obviously they have to. Well, no, they don't have to. They could run up in there, cause you know these guys. They look like they don't care at all. Look, they just got out. Look where now they're going up in. Oh my God.
Just off Rodney Place, where his good friend Warren had been chased and gunned down in broad daylight, two gunmen approached Mark's mother's address on Rodney Drive on the 18th of December. He'd been in
the same block, literally just streets away from each other.
During the Christmas holiday when out of nowhere, the two gunmen in question crept up to the living room window at around 4:30 p.m.
Didn't I tell you they don't have to wait for him to come outside?
They opened fire and shot him multiple times, rendering him dead. Family members were also present, including children. However, they were left uninjured. Mark's sister had been making her way back from a local shop when she saw the shooting take place. She attempted to intervene, and that's when one of the gunmen turned on her. He pointed his gun to her head before opening fire on her handbag and then fleeing the scene. Initial rumours started to circulate that Mark had been targeted because of his criminal past, but after his threats to Warren's killers were made public, it was clear this was a message sent out to anyone who dare try anything of the sort. It's understood that Mark had been informed by police that he could be the subject of an attack, but it isn't clear how he reacted to the news. Given the fact that he stayed within the area where he could be located, he probably just brushed it off. Just like every case would be
Yeah, you just feel like you're untouchable. You feel like, nah, they're not going to come for me. Or you feel like, if it's my time, it's my time. But you can't really be thinking like that when you're around kids and family and women and stuff like that. Because maybe they could have got caught in a crossfire. And, you know, some innocent deaths happen. So, I get it and I don't get it. I don't get the street life at all still. So, that's what I have to say.
Over today, Mark's case remains unsolved, but police firmly believe that the shooters are the same as those who were responsible for the murders of Sean, Jim, Kieran, Warren, and Daniel. So where does that leave us today? Well, the police are still hunting for these hitmen who were responsible for 6 murders as it stands right now. Given the fact that police had already started to connect the killings after Mark Hall's murder, the hitmen clearly don't care because 10 months on, they killed Sean Fox in a packed out social club for hundreds of witnesses to see. That means then they'd execute again when the target is brought to them. All we know is that the hitmen are a part of either 1 or 2 dissident republic groups, and although multiple people have been arrested, no one has been charged. Many of the victims' associates have voiced concerns that people close to them are giving these hitmen information about certain people's whereabouts. And that could be true given the nature of these executions, but until these hitmen are brought to justice, it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped anytime soon.
No, they're doing their job. No. You see how they want to start the video?
As the Manchester Derby...
Hey, Puncher, give us at least, you know, a 2-second outro, no? My God. But anyway, amazing video, though. I don't even... Where you get stories like this? other than from Ape Hunter himself. The Ape Hunter himself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me relight the video, because I don't even know why I unlike it. So, do I want to say that some drillers should take notes? No, I don't want to say that, because I don't want it to look like, you know, I'm telling people to go get better at killing people. I don't, you know. But it's just that when you see certain guys do certain things and they get caught, you're like, bro, obviously you're gonna get caught. I could see that you did that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just a regular civilian. So at least these guys, you know, very calculated. And you know what I'm saying? Inconspicuous. They probably don't even have no social media types. So, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. These criminal underworld, gang-related, you know, drug dealers related stuff, criminal life videos. It's very interesting, but it's very wild as well. You understand? And then with too much of them, sometimes I feel like, you know, maybe I should try and do a thing because I'm learning from their mistakes. But no, stay inside. You understand? We're doing YouTube, you understand, and music, and hitting the gym and getting polo. You know what I mean? But anyway, I like this video. These guys are, hopefully I don't ever come across these guys ever in life. You know what I mean? But coming across this video though, I like it. Let me know if you like the reaction. Let me know if you like the video. Let me know if you want to see me react to any other Ape Hunter type video or any other drug related, crime related, gang related type video. Hit the like button, jump in the comments, and subscribe. Subscribe to me. Subscribe, kogency about that.
A little secret safe with me. Oh, little secret. You and me for just one night. So please, baby, let's do it right. Oh, I'm gonna keep it. And I know your lips still tight, but not tighter than the grip that I feel tonight. So from a step in the place, you say, oh, me no text, you say, oh, me no call you. Say me just a go on like me no bother want you. Baby no go on with the one bag of drama. You know say me nah give me love to another. See it say you vex and you want big fight. Babes are the sex so me want ignite. Maybe we argue after round 5 and see if you feel the same way inside. If I want you, pray don't bother me, cause stress and pain is a bad habit.